Alright, this might just be the craziest theory in the Diary of a Wimpy Kid series, but let me explain it to you. In Diary of a Wimpy Kid No Brainer, Greg Heffley becomes principal of the day, and unfortunately, the day does not go well for him. He has to sign a bunch of checks, he has to deal with issues relating to the school's bad plumbing, and he has to deal with teachers who are angry at him for limiting their supplies. Everything ends up going horribly for Greg Heffley, but let's not forget who put him in this situation. Greg's mother, in fact, outbid everyone else in order to make sure that her son would be the principal of the day. Apparently, she spent a lot of money on this investment, and Greg knows that there probably won't be as many Christmas presents. And she's also very serious about his role, even making him wear a shirt and tie. Just stick with me, I'm getting to the point. From the very first book, we know that Susan is very involved in Greg's education. Greg even says that she's pretty tight with the school's principal. Greg's mom also says that Greg is a smart kid, but he doesn't apply himself. Remember that for later. Greg's mother also appears to have some background in education, as she substituted for Greg's history class, and in the past, she used to be one of those teachers who came in to help out in the classroom. She also used to be a preschool teacher, so she has a very good understanding of how children, and even kids Greg's age, could behave and how they could work together to resolve conflict. And lastly, remember that Greg's mom is the PTA secretary, so she is very involved in the affairs of the matters of the school and has a great relationship with the parents. And even though you can say she only wanted it so that Miss O'Malley didn't get the principal of the day, it's clear that she was interested in the bidding from the very beginning, and she wasn't interested in anything else. Now let's think about this. What is the greatest possible gift that Susan Heffley could give to her kids? The answer is any gift that is educational. We saw this with the piano and the French horn in Diary of a Wimpy Kid Double Down. She's also very big on reading, and she's the founder of the Reading is Fun Club. Greg's mom has also straight up written in an invitation that guests should bring a book for Greg's birthday. So not only is Susan doing everything she possibly can to make sure that Greg is well educated, she seems to very much believe in Greg and think that he's a really smart guy and needs the right environment. She also witnessed him make the academic comeback of the century. So here's my theory. Greg's mom knows how bad the middle school is performing. She also probably does not like Mr. Bottoms because of his laid-back attitude, as well as for his confiscation of reading material. She also knows everything that is going on in the school because she is PTA secretary, so she knows about things such as the High Flyers Club and how that negatively impacts some kids like Greg. So here is my theory. My theory is that Susan won principal for the day so that Greg Heffley could make changes to the school and improve it to prevent it from shutting down. Notice that right after Greg finished his principal of the day stint, a student newspaper came out that said that the middle school was going to close if scores didn't improve. So in Susan's mind, Greg was the last hope for this school, because she knows that half the kids will be going to Slacksville, a horrible school, and the other half would be going to Folsom Tech, a great school. So, in order to save everyone, she wanted to put Greg in as the principal, make the changes, and get the school right back on track to avoid a shutdown and to avoid disappointment for all kids in his school.